Okay, the next few video clips, my cousins helped me out to get these locations right because we just stumbled across them. So we're going to start with the Portico di Ottavia, and was the second wife?
The second wife of
Nero. The second wife of the Emperor Nero. And so what you see us in the beginning is Portico di Ottavia, second wife of Nero. Then after that, we walk around the corner and we come into what looks like a mini Colosseum. From a distance, and even in pictures, people could say, "Oh, that's the Roman Colosseum." It's not. It's called Theater Marcello. Marcello. Theater Marcello. And the word theater, theater, I mean, is very close, you know. But the cool thing about this, that I point out in the video, that this is all free. If you see these structures, yeah, go explore them for free. It's self-guided tour type of thing. There's no entrance gate. You walk along, there's plaques that will explain it in English and Italian. Highly recommend go seeing it. It's more of a personal experience, an up-close thing. It's not really as commercialized and marketed as the Colosseum, although the Colosseum stands in its own right. When you see this video, if you get to Rome, these two structures in this area is not hard to find at all. Take time to walk through it. I hope you enjoy the video. So we were taking the bus to the Jewish ghetto, and Olivia saw this structure. We got a couple of pictures, and it explains it was the entrance to a couple of libraries. But then we came over here, and there's a structure I saw on the bus. The very, very first night we came in from the airport, and I'd been to it before on my own. We turned the corner, and we found it again. Olivia and I found it again. This is what they call like the small Colosseum or the mini Colosseum. It's kind of like a little hidden gem here in Rome because it's free to walk down through this area and you kind of get up real up close. What I find so cool about this structure, though, is that it's designed very similar to the Colosseum. As a matter of fact, some viewers may think, well, that is the Colosseum. But what's so cool about it, as you go up, they put like modernized apartments up on top. I even think a lot of it's privately owned. And I also think that's the Roman Forum there. That's the start of the Roman Forum. But I find this a very cool place because it's kind of off the beaten path. It's free to enter. It's not swamped with a bunch of people or a bunch of money grabbers. Yeah, this is all very, very cool. Like I said, they built modern or different era, I say modern, different era structures on top of this old stuff. That should look recognizable to most of you. Then this is the mini Colosseum looking thing. It's not too far, not far at all from the, look at that modern building. It's not too far at all from the Colosseum that everyone knows of. I just thought you guys might like to see this. But I thought this was the area that Olivia and I were trying to get into yesterday when I found out that my credit card was missing. So I wanted to get up close to this one. So I'm going to stop the video for now. And I'm going to stop the video in just a little bit. Oh, and then there's the other building I wanted to see. I want to go on the top of that. So we're close to everything, which is great. Oops. Sorry. No, I'm going to stay, I'll stay on this side. I almost got into somebody's photo. So that's where else we wanted to go. So we're very close to everything we want to do. This is great. Turned out to be a better day than I thought. Or planned. A better day than I planned. There's something else that Olivia just pointed out. And I'm glad she did because I'll point it out to you guys. So not only do you have this older structure with the apartments way up top, but she just realized that too, look at the difference in architecture, design, and materials used right at this transition point. Right at this transition point where you have, I really can't explain it, but with your own eyes, right? Picture can paint 1,000 words or a million, whatever it is. So look at this transition. I think this is very interesting. Of course, there are some tables here that explain it. I'll go back to it real quick. I just read it, and I think it said it's the Theater of Marcellus. If I can find more information on all these, what all these structures were, I'll add it at the end of the video. But this is one of those areas I came to, I think in 1998, when I just wanted to explore more and see this little mini Coliseum, which I thought was really cool. And I got to see it with Olivia now. One thing that's kind of cool about structures like this is that, like I said, you don't have all the crowds and you can see things very clearly. One thing I'm going to point out is the progression in maintenance and architecture. So here you see this arc there with the stones are very thick, much older looking, right? So, and the column is here, and then look at these. Look at the brickwork here. Notable difference, right? So this is definitely, there's the keystone. For all you architects out there, and I'm not going to explain it like I know, but I know it's called a keystone. Romans are the ones, the Greeks had their doorways were just at right angles, linear. So Romans were known for building the arch. But I'm pointing out the brickwork. That looks like restorative brickwork done, but not, I would even say, in the last 100 years. I'm thinking it's even older than that brickwork. And then look at the keystone and the other stones around it there. They were much grander. I just think about the design, the architecture, and the craft work that had to go into doing that. And then here they are maintaining it. And then later on, as you saw earlier in the video, on how they are restoring it.